Have a good trip, you guys. So I'm gonna walk up here a ways. So that's how much $3 will get you. That's stunning. Buzzing by and I see this place. You guys, look at this. This is a hotel. What kind of bone is that? All right, so I'm gonna give you the money.
Yeah.
5,000.
5,000 baht.
Okay.
Hey, Vern.
All right, guys, so I'm here renting a scooter, and a lot of times they either want your passport or they want 5,000 baht in deposit. So this is equivalent to, I believe, let's see, 1,000 is $30, so 5 is $150 US. So if you're gonna rent a scooter, prepare to have $150 US worth of money to give them, or have them have your passport. No, I don't like anybody having my passport. I would rather lose this than lose my passport, because it's going to cost me a lot more in time and money to get that back. So that's something to think about when you're renting a scooter.
I'll show you where we're at. Right across from Echo Hostel. And there is a scooter place that we're gonna try here. So just motorbike for rent. They got some bikes out here. So it's 150 baht a day, which is about $5 US.
All right, guys, so we just got gassed up. Got my new trendy helmet on. What do you think of that? And we are here. I put about 100 baht, which is $3, $3 US into the tank. And I'm almost, let's see, I'm almost at full here. Today we're gonna roam the island, and I'm gonna check out Kho Phangan. And then in a couple days, I may take the ferry and head over to Koh Samui and spend some time there.
All right, you guys, here we go. Gonna hit the road. Finally got the GoPro up. Let's see how this works.
All right, so we stopped at the port, and they basically said that to go from Kho Phangan to Koh Samui, you don't need a COVID test, but you do need a COVID test if you want to come back here from Koh Samui to Kho Phangan. You will need a test. So I stopped at the 7-Eleven, and that's where I'm at right now. And I got my favorite. This is something that I've never seen before, and this stuff is the bomb. If you get a chance, try this pistachio chocolate milk, lactose-free, incredible, very smooth, very creamy. Just a wonderful treat. So I'm gonna gobble this down. We're gonna hit the road again.
All right, you guys, so we made it up to the northern part of this island, and I wanted to check out a fishing village. And what I see is low tide, and all these boats are on the ocean floor, basically. All the tide's gone out, and the boats are high and dry. So it's kind of a weird thing to see. Look at that. So I'm gonna walk up here a ways, see what this fishing village is like, and see if it's at all similar to what I'm used to seeing over in the other part of Asia. So I was expecting to see like a traditional village right along the shore, but all I'm seeing here are the boats. So where is the village? Is it on the other side of these rocks? Or is that it right there? Is that the resort? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So normally would this trap be under the water? Is that how low the tide is right now? That's an interesting question. So now is when you start looking for stuff that you've lost a long time ago, like maybe a box of rocks. Where did I leave that box of rocks? Oh, there it is. Where did I drop my keys? Now is the time to go looking. So you can see all the different fishing traps they use. So it's beautiful up here, this northern part. I've seen a lot of foreigners on this island already. I bet it was just packed in the heyday. Now, I was told that this northern end of the island is kind of the hippie yoga zone. And I guess the hippies kind of stay in their zone. A lot of expats live up in this northern part from what I was told. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. I thought there would be a little bit more up here to see. So one thing that's kind of interesting, one of the resort owners had told me that when they lease or rent a place, they rent it for 3 years minimum. So they pay 3 years all up front. I think that's how some of these places are weathering this COVID storm, because they have paid 3 years in advance. But when the next 3-year lease comes due, that could be a problem. Could be a real big problem. So let's walk out here. This seems really dry, like it's been dry for a while. What kind of bone is that? Makes you wonder, right? Stuff that's only visible maybe only so many times a year. I can't imagine this area is low like this that often. I mean, otherwise these guys couldn't fish here, so this probably doesn't happen too often, these really minus tides. So it's very shallow out here. So you can see the coral right there. So this is kind of like a safe harbor here for the boats, because it's got this coral barrier. Wasn't much here. So we'll move down the road. And that's what it's all about, because you just never know. That's why we explore. Some days are good, some days not so good, but every day up on 2 legs is better than not being on 2 legs. So there you go. All right, you see that broken piece of glass? Now, when I was a kid, I think I was probably 7 or 8. I used to run around barefoot all the time. And I went over to the neighbor's yard and I stepped on the bottom of a broken Coke bottle, and it sliced open my little toe. And it was bleeding all over the place, and I was screaming, and my neighbor, who was a nurse, came by and took me in the house and washed it out underneath the tub. And I'll never forget that. And I had to go to the hospital, and they gave me like 6 shots in the wound, and I was just screaming. It hurt like hell. I'll never forget that. It kind of solved me from walking barefoot anymore. Yeah, that was not a good experience, especially for a kid. And I had like 6 or 7 stitches on that toe. That was really hell. I remember them just sticking that needle right in there. Ah. Yeah, crazy. It's funny how things bring up those memories. All right, so we're gonna go back up here on the bike, try to figure out another plan here. Look at how beautiful this is, you guys. Gorgeous. So here's how they dry out the fish. They just have it sit on these racks on the road. Interesting. So these look to be like little squid. You just dry them out. Now I'm okay with that, but what about all the exhaust that comes down here with these diesel engines? I don't know. I don't think I'd be too excited to have that on my squid, but I just wanted you guys to see that, see how things are done here. It's really hard to find some area in here that has some great views. This is one of the first views after going across so much of this island. It's beautiful up here though. Oh man, I just missed this huge monitor lizard, must have been 3-4 foot long, was out on the road. It's just crossing. I grabbed my camera, I got spooked, and it cruised across the other side of the road and down into the ditch there. But anyway, I'll give you this view here. I'm starting to see little parts of the bay opening up. It's just beautiful here. Buzzing by and I see this place. You guys look at this. This is a hotel. Can you believe that? Look at that place. That's crazy. All right, you guys. Welcome to the full moon party. Hadron. So this is Hadron in the distance. Look at that area. Just amazing. Let's go check out the beach. Let's see what we got. 51 meters. All right, so we got some resorts over here that are pretty nice. We want to check out this beach. This wall that they made, isn't that cool? That's a great idea. Look at the sand on this beach. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Wow, that's got to be the nicest sand I think I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. We're at Tommy Resort. Look at that sand. That is unbelievable. Wow. Wow. It's real sugary, real powdery. It's like a barefoot type sand. You come here in your bare feet and just rock and roll. So I'll show you guys the beach, what I see. So the full moon party is here. When they party, there's 30,000 people down at this beach looking for a really nice beach. The killer sand, the nice view, and this so far tops it all. So what I was told is that in the south of this island, Kho Phangan, is where the best beaches are. And I kind of have to agree. It's really hard to find a good viewpoint when you're cruising along the coast because most of the resorts hold the prime area for views. Out in their hammock. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. I can't even see the screen. It's so bright out here. It's just crazy. Look at that sand. It's just unbelievable. That is the nicest, cleanest, finest sand I think I've seen. What a beautiful coast. I was told it's really shallow out there for a long way. A little beach walking. Come this far. Show you this amazing beach. All right, so this is the jellyfish nets that they put out. And that's where you want to swim. You want to swim where the nets are. Because if you get stung by a box jellyfish, yeah, that could be horrible. And you might even die. There was one kid that died here not too long ago. And it was either on this island or Phuket or Koh Samui. I can't remember where it was. I want to say it was this island. And it's swimming outside of where the nets are. You can't even see a box jellyfish very easily. They're pretty translucent. So you really want to be careful. So what I'm thinking, because there's not a lot on this island to do, is to go over to Koh Samui. So why would I go to Koh Samui? Okay, so Kho Phangan is not a very old island. I believe it was pretty rural, pretty raw up until 50, 60 years ago. And they put the roads in and they put everything in. So there's not a lot of history to see. There's not a lot of cultural type stuff. There's not much city. This is a party island. This is an island where you go, where you just want nothing to do. You want to sit on a beach. You don't want any city influence. You just want to just chill out, hang out, have some beer, put your feet in the sand, and do not a darn thing. That's what this island is. For me vlogging, I need a little bit more than that. Because after a few videos, your guys are like, okay, Vern, we saw the same beach, same boats, eat some different stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to go see the city vibe in Koh Samui and find out why people recommend that as being the must-see island if you're gonna see any of the islands in Thailand. Very curious to find out why. Don't get me wrong, you guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous island. But for vlogging and for things of interest, it's very limited. It's about a 2-week island. If you're just bored, you want to just hang out and chill, this is a 2-week island. If you need more, need some more stimulation, you want to be around some more people, you want things that the city offers, then I would definitely choose a bigger island. Yeah, this place is going to be busy when it's happening here. Oh, hello. You too. That's friendly. So let's see what one of these engines look like. Look at the shaft on that. It's got to be like, I don't know, 15 foot long, 20 foot long. Diesel, that's the injector pump right there. So it is diesel. So you either have an injector pump or you have an injectors for fuel injection or carburation. And it makes more sense to run diesel. You get a lot more power out of the diesel. And he's got a turbo on there. So turbo diesel, yeah, you're gonna have a lot more power. Now it almost looks like the throttle is twisting this shaft, but I'm wondering if the rope is his throttle here. The rope is his throttle, see that? It's connected to that lever, which goes over to the ejector pump. It's all rope throttle. Yeah, that's kind of sketchy, but okay. Rope throttle. I think I'd want a kill switch, at least on this shaft, if I'm gonna have a rope throttle. That's just me. That's just me. What do you guys think? Are you brave enough to have a rope throttle with no cutoff switch? I don't know, let me know. I came to this island with no expectations. I had no idea what to expect. It's like, okay, the night boat from Sarathani comes here. Let's hop on a boat and check this out. And we'll stay as long as I feel I can find things to vlog, and if not, then we go to the next place. So I'm thinking about going to the next place pretty soon. All right, there's another indication of the full moon party. This place is happening when it's happening. So I think New Year's is one of the big times, and it's been off limits since COVID struck, so there has been no full moon parties. But maybe in the near future, maybe this year. All right, you guys, look at the monkeys. Look at all the monkeys here. That got to be the cutest thing you ever seen. Oh, they're all going down to the road. Looks like they're trying to cross over right now. Stinking cute, my gosh. Look at these little guys taking off. That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Vern.